Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna be building this quiz application called Quizzing using Blazor, Blazor WebAssembly. And as you can see, we have the question, we have the options. We can select an option, and we move on to the next question, and we can select this. And once that we are done, we get this. Congratulations, you score 4 points. But if we did bad, we have this better luck next time. Okay. So if you wanna know how to create this amazing project, stay around. So let's start. Go to create a new project, and let's go to select the Blazor WebAssembly application. We will call this quizzing. You can name the project whatever you want. And let's go and create. So now we have this default project. Let's run it as it is without changing anything. And we get this default page. So this is working well. So what we want to do is go to nav menu.razor. We want to get rid of one of these, and then we're gonna change this value in a moment. Delete the counter, delete fetch data. We are not gonna be needing those. Add a new folder and call these models. We want to create a new class. Add a class, and we will call this question. We would need a model for our question. So the first property will be a string, and it's gonna be the question title. The second one will be a list of, well, no, will be an enumerable of string called options. And then the last one will be another string called answer. So let's initialize this equals string.empty. This equals a new list blah 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 blah, new list of string, and this will be the same string.empty. So that's all that we want to do in our question model. Now let's create a page, our own page, create it as a razor component. We want to call this, I don't know, quiz card. Let me check that really quick. Yep, we want the quiz card. Quiz card.razor. Move all these and say page quiz card. Card. Copy this and put it in this href attribute to lead us to quiz card. Okay, why is this complaining? And maybe display something like, I don't know, quizzing. Okay, so yep, I think this is what we want. Let me give a quick run. Yeah, we now see the quizzing here. So now we want to create another class here, which will be the called as our page quiz card, but base.cs, and this will be a component base. So basically we don't want to do this here, okay? Like put code in here and say, I don't know, a string and question title, and we don't want to mix code and HTML markup, so we are getting the code outside our component and we are putting that inside this quiz card base. So the way that we can get the quiz card base code will be in saying inherits from the quiz card base. So now our component is inheriting from this class, and now we can call all the code that will be here inside of our page. So now we will create we will add some things in here. We want to create a list of questions, oops, called questions, and this will be a new list of questions. Also, we want to override the uninitialized async method, and we want to call a new method that we haven't created yet, load questions. So now let's go to this menu and select the generate method load questions. And here we will add some questions that I have generated before, so I don't have to take time in that. So bear with me just a second. Yep, we got all these questions here. I create every question in here and then say add range of list of questions with every question that I have in here. I am creating every question, setting the question title, the list of options that I can select, and the correct answer will that which matches to one of our options. The same for every question. So this is everything that I must do for now. Now let me go to quiz card razor, and I'm gonna create some HTML in here. So let me get rid of this, and let's say dot container, and in here I will say quiz app title. We are creating several divs in here to have a good layout. Quiz header, and last but not least, quiz body. So inside my app title, I just want to put quizzing. Yeah, inside my quiz header, I actually want the questions. As you see, we are calling the property this list of questions. I'm gonna be calling it in here. So for now, I am not gonna iterate through every question. I am gonna hard code the value of 0. The first question which will be this question, the Q1. You're gonna see that in a moment. I want the question title to be displayed in the header, and in the body we're gonna iterate through each option being in the question, the current question, and options. I want a div in here. Oop, div, and I wanna put just the option. Okay, so let's run this pretty quick. And as you can see, I'm having the quizzing, the how much is 2 plus 2, the quizzing, which is from the app title. The question title is this one, how much is 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2, and the list of options, which is this one. I am getting the 199, 2, and Abraham Lincoln. So we are cool until now. Let me close this really quick. So now I need to generate some CSS. I want to give a cool styling to my CSS that we have until now. Let's add a new style sheet in here. Go and search for CSS. and select the style sheet, and we will name this as our page, which is quiz card dot razor dot css. We're calling it this even with the dot razor, so Visual Studio know that we want to tie the CSS to this page. Let's go ahead, and as you can see, automatically Visual Studio puts this on the quiz card dot razor component. So for now, let me give this a quick check. We're gonna say we want a margin. We want everything to have a margin of 0 pixels. Also a padding of the same 0 pixels. A font family. Select Open Sans, and the box sizing to be border box. So now for our app title, let's set the margin to 30 for top and auto for the sides. A padding of 10 pixels. A font size of 40 points. A width of 100%, and the text align to center. So this is cool. For our quiz class, I want a margin of 10 pixels for top and auto for the sides. A width of 50%. A background color. Let me set this to this value. And the border radius to 10 pixels. Padding to 15 pixels. And the box shadow, I want a minus 20 pixels. 20 pixels. 30 pixels. And an RGBA of 0, 0, 0, 0.3. Oops. Nope. And then last but not least, for quiz body, I want a padding of top of 15 pixels. Okay, so this CSS must now be tied to this component. So let's give it a check. Let's see if this is going well. And there you go. This is our first styling. It's looking pretty good. I think maybe we can change this font. I'm not liking this, so actually let me give it a check. This is Open Sans. No, I don't like this. Maybe we can leave this as default. Okay, so go to here, and or maybe we can look through, yeah, Seago UI. I think it's gonna be better. Yep, I like this font. Okay, so now we are displaying our question title and our different options from the same question. So now I want to display and iterate through every question in here. Okay, so let's move on. And maybe now we can create our first component. So for that, let me go and create a folder called components, and in here we can create our first component. We will call this maybe option card. Option card dot Blazor. This component will display the options inside this for each loop. So as we did with the quiz card razor, that we created this quiz card base, we will create a class called option card dot base. No, upper base. Yep. Dot cs. We will say this inherits from the option card base. And in here, component base. Okay, so now we want a property called option, and we will use this parameter tag here. Set this value to string.empty. And here in this quizcard.razor, oops, we want to call this new component that we created also. Before that, I'm gonna be using this directive quizzing components, so I don't have to put all these path to call our new component option card. There you go. Now let's call this option attribute. This is why we use this parameter, because if we get rid of this parameter, you will see this change of color, I guess. Option, we don't see this option attribute anymore. But if we set back this parameter again, we get this option suggested, and it's in this strong green color. So we will display here the option, okay, which is this text. So let's see if this is working as expected. Go to counter, and there you go. We have our options again, but the difference is that we now are using our option card component. So we can display using this component and not actually using the div that we were using before. So what is next for us is that to go to the next question, I actually want to select over this option, and I want the question to change once that I have selected a question. So for that, we will create another parameter. This will be an event callback, and this will be an event callback of string. This is gonna be called on answer or on option selected. Okay, so let's create a function that is gonna be calling this async void select option. So let's just call this on answer, no, on option selected that invoke async, and let's call the option. Okay, so moving on, we have to go to quiz card base. We will create protected int question index. So now we have to move and iterate through every question. So we will create this simple variable, also called protected int score. for every question that we have the right answer, we can get this up. And now let me create a function or a method to call whenever we get the right answer. So protected void option selected string option. So let's say if the the option that I have selected it's equal to the answer to the questions questions now we will use this new variable question index will be our current question answer. So if the option that I have selected it's equal to the answer, let's say score up, and after that we will change the question by setting come on question index, setting this up. Okay, so every time that I click on this, even if this is not true, we will change the question. So now we will add an on-click handling in our option card component, but we don't do this here. Actually, we have to move and go to option card eraser, and we should call this in here. And what we are gonna call is the select option that invokes this event callback on option selected. Okay, so select option, and then we can move on back to here and say, remember, this on option selected is our actual parameter. So we will say on option selected, we want to run this logic whenever we want to call this event callback, which is called in place by this on-click handler. So let's select, it was called option selected. Option selected. If you think my naming convention is not that good, you can use whatever names you want for this. So let's give it a quick test and see if this is working as we expect, okay? So this is the first question. Oops. Let's see what is happening. Yep, we have lots of errors here. Index was out of range, must be non-negative and less than size of collection. So maybe we are not managing our way to go up. Okay, so let's see. Anytime that I call this is go up and this is going up also. Must be non-negative. Oh yeah, I know what's happening. I'm sorry. I should say question index. I guess what this is what is wrong, so I hope this fixes those errors. Let's see, and yes. Okay. And let's see if I can call this. I don't know if I can do this, so this is gonna be experimental. Score, this score, can I call this? No, I guess not. Okay, so maybe I can know yet, but if I put a breakpoint here, let's run this again and see. Oop. Okay, so the breakpoint is not hitting actually. Okay, no big deal. But now we do know that every time that we select on the answer or the option, we are moving on, and I need to know how is my score going. Okay, now I know why it was not hitting the breakpoint. That's because I started the application without debugging. So if we start with debugger, I can go to oh, this is called counter. I never realized. So how much 2 plus 2? Let's say 2. And now we can go inside, and you see that score plus plus is hit. So now the score is 1 actually, and the question index is still 0. Yep, question index plus plus. Okay, so who was the 40th president? I don't know, maybe Ronald Reagan. I don't know. Yep, we did it. We select the correct answer, and the score now is 2, and the question index is 1 because we are in the second question. So our score is doing good. So now what we actually want is that when we end, when we end the quiz, we want to display a message of, I don't know, you done well, or maybe a message of you done really good or really bad. So for that, I'm gonna create an if statement to check whenever if I have finished all the questions, to display a message of success or display a message of, I don't know, something like better luck next time. Okay, so let's start that. Actually, I want to maybe get all of this and say if, oh, sorry, add if true, this, if not this. Okay, I don't like this. Yeah. So if, I don't know, if question index it's less than questions dot, I don't know, count. If this is less than this, then we should continue doing this. But if not, we should display some new markup. So let's go with a new, actually what we're gonna say app dash title again. Oop. That app title, I think this is not getting because we are inside this code block, so no big deal. Div class of app dash title. Okay, and now another div with a class called quiz header, the same divs that we have above, and this with a class of quiz footer. This is actually a new class. So above this, I want to display another div like this, and in here I'm gonna say check if the score is greater than questions that count. Yep, I want to display something like this. And if not, okay, that was weird, but okay. So if the score is greater than this, I want to display this image. If not, I want to display this image. So here inside the app title, I want to have this score greater than question that count the same as above. And if this is correct, then congratulations. If not, Better luck next time. Okay, so this is what we want to display here. And okay, I'm getting this. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still getting that score, getting that question, that count. Yep. Why am I getting this? This app title, I don't know, maybe getting rid of one of this. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, sorry. So here I'm gonna display you scored at score points, and below here I want a button. This is gonna have a class of next button, and it's gonna have an on click. We're gonna call, well, we're gonna call something later, and let's say play again. Okay, so let's give a quick check to this, but we want to disable this breakpoint. So go. How much is 2 plus 2? 2. Who was the person? Ronald Reagan. Let's get this wrong. And Seth Rogen, I don't know wrong. I scored 2 points. Better luck next time, okay? So we still don't have this button functioning correct. So 2, Ronald Reagan, I think is this one, and Edgar Wright. Yeah, congratulations, you scored 4 points. Play again. Okay, so now let's get this play again functionality on. Let's say restart quiz. And here on quiz card base, let's just create a, I think it has to be protected. So protected void restart quiz function. And we just have to set score equals to 0 and question index question indexed equals to 0. Okay, yeah, I guess so. Let's give this a quick check. No, what's going wrong? Oh, maybe I use one. Just give me a second to check that. What's going on? I'm using this button. On click equal restart quiz. Protected void. Yeah, let me just copy over this. Yep, seems let's go. It's like going. It's going good now. Oh, I didn't realize this is 2 plus 2. I'm sorry. This should be 1 plus 1. How embarrassing. Yeah, Edgar Wright. Congratulations. So let me correct that really quick. Score base. 1 plus 1. And now I think I didn't check the restart quiz button. I'm sorry. So, yep. Ronald Reagan. Let me go right. Play again. Yeah, there you go. So now we have the full functionality of this quizzing. Now let's give this application one last styling so this can look way better. And actually we're gonna go to, we need some styling for our option card. And item, let's search for CSS style sheet, and let's call this option card dot razor dot css. Okay, no, let's get rid of this. Bear with me just a little. I need to go and search for that option card base. Okay, so now let's add the so let's say option and background color of just white, a border radius of 5 pixels. Nope, nope, nope. Padding of 10 pixels. Also a margin bottom of 8 pixels. Oh. We want the cursor to go as a pointer, show as a pointer when we are selecting it. Box shadow, we want to apply a minus 0.3, 0.3 3 pixels, and RGBA of 0, 0, 0, 0.3. Okay. I don't know why this is complaining. This wasn't complaining before. Let's move on for now. We'll check that later. And the option hover. Let's go background color. We want this to change when we are hovering. We want this to actually change to this color. The color of the text, white, or the radius of, I don't know, 3 pixels, and the padding of 10 pixels. Okay, so now okay, I'm gonna change these 2 pixels. Yep, that was it. I'm sorry, was my bad. And also I'm gonna change the quiz card razor, not change, but add some more styling. So the quiz footer will be a display flex, and justify content to end. The next button, let me get this up. The next button will have a width of 100%. No, 100 pixels, and the padding will be 5 pixels. The color background color will be this one. The color of the text is gonna be white. The font size is gonna be 14 points, and the border radius will be 3 pixels. We want a border of none, also a margin top of 5 pixels, and the cursor pointer. The next button over the box shadow. One is minus 1.5 pixels. Oh, sorry, 1.5 pixels and 10 pixels, and then an RGBA of 0.3. Okay, next button, everything's all right. So now let's go and check how this is looking. This should be looking pretty nice now. So okay, now we have this nice and cool styling. How much is 1 plus 1? This is gonna be 2. Yep, yep, and yep. Congratulations, you scored 3 points. Oh yeah, maybe we can center this and this. Play again, okay. Functionality working good. Better luck next time. Amazing, okay. So let's center those things. Okay, so to center this element, the div with header displaying the points, and to center this button, we have to actually I have to add something in here. Dot quiz header. I don't know, say text align center and this, put it as center. The button, where's the button? Maybe we can make this bigger, 200 pixels. And also here we have to put this add symbol, my bad, so that way it's not complaining anymore. So let's run this again and let's check if our styling changes have made the work. And there we go. Better luck next time. I scored 0 points and play again. So now, yep, this is going amazing. 2, Ronald Reagan, Gov, and Edgar Wright. Yeah, I scored 4 points. Okay, so this will be it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope it have helped you. I hope you enjoyed the video, you enjoyed this application. So I want to let you know that I'm gonna create also a new version and using a web API for a quiz or trivia to make this more real life example. Because right now we are getting these questions and options from an in memory, but I'm gonna create a much more advanced version. Um, I'm gonna use this API. Also, you can tell me in the comments if you want me to add something else. So I wanna let you know also that I have a Ko-fi. You can support me there. I will appreciate that pretty much. I wanna continue doing more videos, doing much more projects that I have already done. I have just to record those videos. So if you kind of support me, you're helping me to taking more time on doing this and trying to even doing it better, because I know that I have made mistakes and I did a lot of cuts through the recording of this video. But I hope you like it, guys. Give it a like, share it with people that is learning Blazor or C Sharp in general, to anybody who like these kind of applications. Also commend me. You can give me some advice because, as you know, I'm just getting started, so I will appreciate any advice, any kind words, or even not pretty kind words. But I'm open to listen to everything. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to see more of this, stay tuned and see you next time. Goodbye.